We got to get quickly here. The baseball season kicks off. Well, technically, it's already been off. It's South Korea for 2 days, but officially opening day is Thursday. So me and Josh are going to quickly give our World Series predictions.
All right, you want to go first or you want me to?
I will go first.
Go.
Representing the American League, I have out of the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles will represent the American League in the World Series this year. I think that last year they were just a year away. I think they have a very talented roster. They have great hitting. And I think the Yankees, while Juan Soto is great, Garrett Cole is already hurt. I don't think that they have the rotation. I think that the AL Central is obviously down. And then in the AL West, I think it'll be very hard for Texas to repeat. And while I like the Astros, they have a new manager. Their players are getting a little bit older. They'll definitely be a playoff team. Will they make the World Series again? It's possible, but I just feel like this is Baltimore's year. And then in the National League, to the shock of probably everybody, I am not picking the Los Angeles Dodgers because I think there is a team that is as talented as them. They may have a little bit better at depth of pitching. This team was injured the last few years, but as long as they stay healthy, I think that the NL East Atlanta Braves will represent the National League in the World Series. I think the Phillies are a contender. I think the Dodgers are a contender, certainly, but I like Orioles, Braves in my World Series.
And who do you have winning it?
Ooh, that's a good question. I didn't get that far. I would say the Braves more than likely. I just think that their talent is so good. Again, if they stay healthy, I take Atlanta in 6. I think the Braves, right next to the Dodgers, are just the best team in baseball this year.
So, and also, do you have a surprise team?
Ooh, you know what? I think the AL East is gonna all be good. I think St. Louis is gonna have a bounce back year, and I think the Reds as well. I think those two teams in the NL Central. I don't think the Cubs. I'm not as high on the Cubs as a lot of people are. Those would be my two teams. I would say our Guardians because I think that they're going to win the Central, but I think 85 games is going to be too low of a benchmark for them to be considered a surprise team.
Okay. So I thought I was going to surprise you by picking the Baltimore Orioles to represent the American League.
No.
I thought you would go with Houston or Texas.
No, Houston was my second choice. I'll never put it past the Astros and what they've done. They have arguably been a dynasty, even though they don't have the championships to support it. Making 8 straight or 7 straight, whatever it is, ALCS is out of this world. But I think, and they could make it again this year, but I think Baltimore's just a better team.
Yeah, I'm also picking the Baltimore Orioles. However, while I agree with you about the National League East, I'm not picking the Braves. I'm going with the team that eliminated them in the NLDS last season. And I believe they also eliminated the Braves in the playoffs season before that. I'm going with Bryce Harper and those fighting Philadelphia Phillies. I love what the Phillies are doing. They were able to re-sign Aaron Nola. Bryce Harper made the transition to first base really well, so I don't think the loss of Rhys Hoskins is going to hurt them too much. You still have JT Realmuto at catcher, but you can play him at designated hitter if you want to give him a break every now and then, which I think would be a smart move. And we saw what Philadelphia is like during the playoffs. I don't know how Arizona went in there and won Game 6 and Game 7. But
it's baseball. Anything can happen once you get to the postseason. Who do you have winning?
I am going with Bryce Harper and those fighting Phils.
You know why I'm happy that that's your prediction? Because that will mean the Philadelphia Sports Cards on getting to the championship game and losing will be over, which will open the door for the Philadelphia Eagles to finally win the Super Bowl again.
It's interesting that neither of us picked the Texas Rangers to repeat, because if the Rangers were to win it again, they would be the first team to repeat as World Series champions since the Yankees did it from 98 to 2000 when they went on their like three-peat.
I find it interesting, more interesting. Neither of us picked the Dodgers.
Because you can have all this great talent, but it doesn't mean you're the best team.
It's what I've been saying in baseball for years. With